I've got a sense that so far I've shared some fairly specific updates with you about Alan's renovation, and should probably step back and do something more general, to help you come to know Alan better. A grand tour, if you like. These scenics are for your delectation, as I ended up with more words to say than footage. Videos have also been mostly inside, as the weather has been average to say the least, and because I've been mixing in some older footage that was earmarked for another filming project, but I'm sure none of you would have noticed that. I make some apologies for this grand tour, as some is to get you up to speed with things I installed last year but didn't film properly at the time. My apologies don't extend so far as to dismantle it all and then pretend to put it all together again for the first time, purely for dramatic grandeur. So here we go. Down this side of Alan, there's a few DIY storage lockers so larger cheap supplies don't clutter up Alan's interior. The obvious work so far here has been to remove the attachment spigots that would have once secured him to a ship or a rig, and the wire loops along the waterline. It does still make me laugh about how many people this lifeboat is rated for, and even after a paint job, I've decided to keep this text. Up top I'll show you in a moment, and also what the odd silver attachments are. When we bought Alan all those months ago, the dealer had chalked on my business name and what he understood the destination to be. I think it's part of Alan's story, and will apply a protective lacquer layer over the handwritten note. Okay, so to Alan's undercarriage. The engine is keel-cooled with a freshwater closed circuit, and I'm looking into finding a way of protecting these cooling bars from corrosion whilst not affecting their ability to transfer heat into seawater. The extremely shallow keel and ice-friendly rounded hull gives way to a simple propeller stern drive system. The fiberglass kitchen rudder is famously unimpressive, and so I've made a removable bolt-on extension from stainless steel. It allowed for pretty responsive low-speed turns in Episode 3's sea trial. The general and technically unnecessary black coating on a whole load of parts was due to a now cancelled showing off session. For now, I'm leaving it as is. Okay, to the port side. Oddly, it's roughly a mirror image of the starboard side. I'll head around to the bow to give you a look. There's a power hookup here so I can run all the power tools and heating needed whilst ashore. The bow, like the stern, has had all the large davit attachment removed, and I've added a bollard for mooring lines. Anchor placement is a major debate for later. Here are a couple of heavy-duty stainless plates, and although potentially useful to head off at an impact, I do wonder how they'd transmit impact force through the surrounding fiberglass. This sack is full of removed blocks of foam which I can recycle and use in all sorts of places. When I get bored, I rub down the cradle with steel wool and paint a section of it. The rust is only superficial, but it looks a lot smarter painted. I'll take you up top now. After tons of ladder and hatch variations, I settled on this robust and simple method to get people from inside Alan to atop him. As ever, it's not a leisure craft, and those on board surely can't expect a comfortable 10-step ladder to make their ascension a yet more pleasurable journey. The eagle-eyed of you will have spotted these aluminium railings. They aren't officially load-bearing and are just here to steady those on deck and for mounting things onto. They clamp onto the stainless pipes from the old sprinkler system. They're seriously robust, but I can't certify them to withstand an impact. The top hatch needs this cover replaced, perhaps with some additional insulation. In good weather, it's nice to have this open so the driver can sit up and get a better view. The view down to Alan's bow is as graceful as from any angle. To let you know what's under these protectors, the answer is cameras and 1 or 2 floodlights. They're an original design, I'll grant you. They work well to protect from UV and rain, but allow dew to evaporate better than if I bagged them. I'll do electrics properly another time, as that's one hell of a topic. I suspect this won't age well, but I hope you've appreciated how I've spared you the full horrors of my lockdown here. There's still a few more months until barbershops are allowed to reopen again. Back down the staircase we go, and I do have to break it to you that the grand tour of Alan's exterior is nearly over. I'm going to expand on a whole load of detailed areas in future, but I felt I neglected some of the more general stuff in these opening videos, and I like to right my wrongs. Keep leaving comments, apart from the daft COVID conspiracy theory ones, and make sure you get ready for the next episode, or at least complain that they should be longer or shorter. Finally, my books about past expeditions have been certified to enhance your wellness. It's detrimental for your health to not buy and read them. Bye.